man jeno la man jeno la man jeno tenje zabe la man jeno desum sanje jengo longdo tam chu jen jongnan bazo gendun jenga sabe la ma chin chin no sanlap tukje ye deri Mudrum namni jen jongnan thale chindu kung zonze Sabe lama den jeno Lama ba men gong jeno chu zhe chu Do ne ze ye Da zo len e kong jang na de jin da be Yen du zhong du Lama jin re zi wong jin no sa long ka lo ne zi ye Re zhe dong ha zi ne xie xiang ka song ko do ne zhong du Lama BuNima NyungNe jin no nga yo BuNima o ne zi ye Nian de jia me pong bang nian ta tu ji nian nie de jiong zhe Lama yi xian cu jin qin nong ke xiu de zhou ne zi ye Dian da so si ben co le cai be zhong jie qian bo zhong zhu Ga de ju be la man jin no song ju yi zhou ne zi xie Da jun chu be man kan do na do be nian ma xia wan zu ji Gun qin zhi me zhen jian no song zhou Yo ne zi xie Ga da gong be zar qin zhou na nong jian ta zhe san ban zu ji Nian mi jiu wo yao zi jin no go din lo ji wu ne zi xie Dong nian xin jie nian bo jin jia sang sen ju la ji wan zu ji Zhen qiu man me dao zong jin no de jin Er ji ye ne zi xie De dong sa jin chong e zhi bian ju gu nian wu se ban zu ji Jip dian wang so ge mo bo jin nong ko jian zhong de ye ne xie Gong de me zhi ma do na nang sen ge so jia wan zu ji Ga ju ji yin chong yin qin no ro no do ye ne zi xie Ne ga bie ye zhi ba sang na niang dong ta zhe san ban zu ji Jip zong go mo nong gan qin nong kong de ye me lo ne zi xie Nam da da gong jiu sum zhe we sang we lam zhe ban zu ji Nian mi xiang ba ge jun qin no nom do song jie xie ne zi xie Da zhi niang li zi jin jiang na ma lo song jiao ni ban zu ji Zhi pian tan dong jie bon qin no zu mi tu jie lo Turjo Truna Long Sarama Dovaran Zuje Pachek Tamba Sonjin Jino Lero Trub Nezeshe Yubesalam Hina Shona Demder Somme Chavan Mache Labje Druman Chino Shira Poselo Nezeshe Dan Zenye Zene Jujan Dame Tuja Den Tong Zuje Gunchin Torpo Sanjen Chino Nam Kun Cho Daye Nezeshe Pove Wogna Mangana Pobjar Dorji Gatam Zuje Gipsun Tara Na Ton Chino Nom Sum Po Nye Nezeshe Dorje Sanla Kimi Drunan Jalun Karju Drapan Zuje Yamyan Qin Zi Wang Bon Qinon Qin Ye Nezeshe Me Shi Lo Ye Man Ba San Na Jen No Wa Ji Pon Zuje Asa Trupet Jin Yazer Wung Alo Nezeshe Talon Samje Tremadana Yunu Pungo Sanchon Zuje Beman Dong Olimbon Chino De Dongjum Lo Nezeshe Ya Tangja Se Gomba Tada Doge Yonso Gornu Zuje Nama Yon Ten Jom Son Chino Ye Son No Nezeshe Na Ve Ten Zin Cherde Shena Kong Zong Lam Jenu Zuje Jarse Lo Jun Toyen Chino Son Do Nin No Nezeshe Do Kong Chen Chin Pa Ma Xin Na Yin Pin Yin Zhem Nu Zuje Ema Kardiam Sun Chino De Chin O Solo Nezeshe Tong Ai Xi Nga Ra Zhong Na Pong To Nin Zin She Pong Zuje Tenye Yong Zhong Lun Bong Chino Si Yue Nyam Ye Nezeshe Magunar Ma Jula Jina Torur Dunya Jebon Zujin Tenchin Tsawe Lama Chino Chezo De Jine Nezeshe Rai Chuku Ran Yan Jane Tse Sanje Drapan Zuji Yamadan Ro Simji Alengi De Dojin Dome Dunan Koa Nyuren Taro Dongan Dome Nyonjoy Joshe Keche Tamyan chino toji nyarda minjo tene jivar senje tamjar topjam metse tonze tome tsende save tadu Tonchin tarba drula lele narvalene alaton loja lama chino tuji nyarda malaton drapara sinja Mashe saten lupa jame Tata jijin to para Raya nyuva nidan chegut Yura dura sibenyera Lama jinu togi nyerda Lame lona tongwara sinje Nendu dupe anzashi sosa Sene sape norze yinje Jipe lujan yorda ponesa Namshi pardo tomen koan Lama jinu togi nyada Jijang gumi dobara sinje Jebe mba napunduna Leje loma chagu jamne Medo shinji ponye de Zoka ngindo dongan jongun Lama chino toji nyarda Menso yangle tawara sinje Ranchung rewo zomyo konda Yinjo tendre zayan doje Yontin chungze mejan zamba Jube menda chumi kona Manchino toje nyarda zarando ngaja shevara sinjan Tenpong danzin gongbo kongdo Samse tamje nyemong perve Sess1 tamje mege deve Tarpe lamda sotan mas Lama chino togi nyarda Nanzen zene chubara sinje Tume zana gata mega Sengi zana zupe kocha Nyantan tongyan ningi seme Jinyar sonde semne dupe Lama chino togi nyerda Semjo chutan debara sinje Korwa nimbo mela nimbo Togu serdo tindon lenge Kogu tsayang gugu sesem Mebden jume chuje ransen Lama chino togi nyerda Sende loye tongwara sinje Lüsem dongang chamoang mezut Mendo dola mechen hindut Jimde lumiang zon dongye Gewa medo dekbe yolang Lama chino tuji nyerde Ela ichi jewara sinjel Jala dansin ila chasen Lando nilo tumo mendo Jujin jutse semo niwa Jume jutse angbo sarjen Lama chino togi nyerde Nyamo do chomba sinji Seni tina yanda jubet Nanda ransem juda mande Jordo yenda Nyamon kona bejenda teze juben sada Lama chino toge nyerde Ranjo rangen tongwa sinje Ranjungi ba rangi mato Chube zozon chume nazo Nyamo mege lela shojek Gelo yang yang ji jang yang yang Lama chino tuji nyerde Ranjung rangen tongwa sinje Share su yin che la pa pa Nyere long yin rang ju se se Lama tin jin me gu ren je Che la ze dong mong je chong Lama chino tuji nyerde Mago ranju tawara sinje Jamdo semji sonde senai Mago nimje tene machi Seza wanju chubju gibjan Selo zamle juto makhe Lama chino tuji nyerde Jeze chusun dora sinje Dade dule dongha tamje Yinpen semje sanje drupsun Semcho jijin rando poso Yinpin taje yino shola Lama chino toji nyerde Dajin jiwa nubara sinje Sanje nguna lama mara Damza tumbe kadin angit Randu mabzong chena yichek Zepchu nana techong lode Lama chino tuji nyerde Megu drimin bhavara sinje Ransin sanji injang omach Namdo chugu injang tumat Machu Nyuma Injang Choma Rama Nelo Injang Yima Machino Toji Nyada Rane Ransa Trovara Sinjil Yongi Chiwan Hine Timat Pingi Tamchu Tsujin Druma Bingi Lende Lander Tsujin Gungi Tinshi Matin Lama Chino Tujin Yada Imi Timbe Sembara Sinja Ngelengi Ben Ime Tuntat Naze Tamje Donga Jurut Tongi Nomji Depe Trime Tume Nima Gebjaya Lama Chino Tuji Nyada Chula Nilu Para Sinja Tambo Somju Chula Meba Ama Chumde Korwang Song Tarpe Luto Mege Sejejo Tendo Nimbe Mago Danda Lama Chino Togi Nyada Tamchun Tara Samba Senje Joshi Tene Jewa Sinjelo Lome Lona Tawara Sinjel Java Nini Trimbara Sinjel Lela Yichi Jewara Sinjel Lama Porchi Mebara Sinjel Rabla Tsindu Nupara Sinje Ning Ching Landa Lombara Sinje Nimboran Topara Sinje Jumi Mugu Jewara Sinje Oranja Javara Sinje Rane Nimu Seba Sinja Chana Yeta Chubara Sinja Teje Sonji Rubara Sinja Sarva Dipsu Lama Rambo Doe Budo Chenchin Chije Kame Dalare Sochile Toye Yeme Ripora Sinjel Sarva Dipsu Lama Rambo Doe Budo Chenchin Chije Kame Dalare Sochile Toye Yemin Repara Sinjilo.
Oh, Adepso, oh, precious Guru, I supplicate you. Kind Dhamma, Lord, I cry out with longing. Unfortunate I am, I want to please you. Bless me that we mingle our minds indivisibly.
Dola Dhamma Sibeda Nupa Sibega Arbadan tam chen chen ba bardo chi bar se ba tam che zor se ba mai nong ga dan nyan ba sem chen tam che de wa dan den dong ga dan zhor nyur du la na me yan da ba zo ba san cho ren bo che to ba so.
All mother sentient beings, limitless of space, especially those enemies who hate me, abstractors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless of space, especially those enemies who hate me, abstractors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue.
Sancho Nimban Chije Pai Sanje Nala Chasam Che Chetan Sancho Simba Ye Solan Tibjin Chapsam Che Chetarang Hunje Derishe Che Sancho Tona Chipata Sancho Simba Lapala Tedarim Jene Pata Tibjin Rola Pendu Sancho Sene Chipje Ye I
take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path.
Sancho Bordo Dana Josam Naga Jin So Jin Besonam Rola Penso Sanjan Barsho.
Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. In praise of the 12 deeds. Homage to the Buddha Shakyamuni. You I shall praise, who first awakened the mind of enlightenment, then completed the accumulations of merit and wisdom, and now in this age, through the vast sway of your actions, have become the Lord and protector of living beings. Homage to you, who having taught the gods knew the time had come to tame the human world, and descending from the god realm like a great elephant, foresaw the family of your birth and entered the womb of Maya Devi. Homage to you, Prince of the Shakyas, born after 10 months in the auspicious Lumbini Grove, where Brahma and Indra revered you, your supreme marks proving you were destined to be enlightened. Homage to you, Lion among men, in all your youthful vigor, displaying your prowess in the games at Anga Magadha, where you triumphed over the proud contestants, so that not one could stand as your rival. Homage to you, who to comply with worldly convention and avoid all misdeeds, took on a queen and courtiers, and by acting with such skills means, so you ruled the kingdom. Homage to you, who saw that samsara is only futile, renounced the life of a householder, and traveling through the sky ordained yourself before the Vishuddha stupa. Homage to you, who intent on persevering till enlightened, for 6 years practiced austerities on the banks of Nairajana, and taking diligence to its ultimate perfection, attained the supreme samadhi. Homage to you, who seeking to make meaningful all your efforts, made throughout beginningless time, sat unmoving in Vajra posture beneath the Bodhi tree in Magadha, and awakened into true Buddhahood, attaining perfect enlightenment. Homage to you, who in your compassion gazed out once upon living beings, then turned the wheel of Dharma in sacred places like Varanasi, and established disciples in the 3 vehicles. Homage to you, who destroyed evil-minded opponents by defeating the 6 teachers of the Titikas, Devadatta and the rest, as well as the Maras in Varanasi. You were the mighty sage, victorious in battle. Homage to you, who performed great miracles in Shravasti, unmatched in their splendor in all the 3 realms, and through the offerings made by gods, humans, and other beings, caused the teachings to prosper and increase. Homage to you, who to spur the lazy on to the Dharma, left your body, though immortal and like a Vajra, and passed into Paranirvana in the pure abode of Kushinagara. Homage to you, who, to show that you had not in reality perished, so that beings of the future could gain merit, emanated a wealth of relics and caused your remains to be divided into 8 portions. Through the merit of briefly praising in this way the great acts of the Lord, who is master of the teachings, may the actions of all living beings come to equal those of the Sugata himself, the Sadhana.
Kama chami pema kunga tan tele wanjo shera trabe sho tenzan tonzo tenzan tele ye karamangedo tanbarab jesho Chanchen tsa ju lama tamje la so de senje lam da so.
Lord Avalokiteshvara, Geloma Palmo, Yesu Sangpo, Dawa Shuno, Peyapa, Jagsem Tagyal, Nikpupa, Poten Droje Gyal, Shangton Draji, Kempo Tsidulwa, Dewa Chenpa, Scholar Kusangwa, Shera Bumpa, Gyal Serimpuche, Konchok Sampo, Lama Ngawa, Changchup Senge, Kenchek Nyukpapa, Nyak Pupa, Sonam Dar, Jampal Sangpo, Sangyepa, Mikyo Dorje, Konchok Yelang, Wangchuk Dorje, Choki Wangchuk, Ngagi Wangchuk, Tultrup Guyu, Tempa Namgyal, Karma Chakme, Pema Kunga, Trili Wangchuk, Sherab Dakpa, Tenzin Dudup, Master Tenzin Tile, Kamangedon, Tempa Rabge, and all the root and lineage gurus of great kindness, I supplicate you, please grant me your blessings.
Sadhana Bedaya Ranjan Jambar Ye Malu Senchen Gunjurji De Pongje Meze Jomzela Nama Chivji Abe Yonden Korjenand Yesu Don Som Gundanyam Baye Pemadab Sarje Eshenyam Bambalana Jebdervana Yososoy Samsarvadam Chujin Shabadam Yesayaram Gushin Sorvaye Gevachum Zedagich Saba Tam Chezoba Sanjo Sango Senchenam Jesambada Loya Seda Chedava Chechon Tumon Tebaye Chujen Kolo Kordusu.
May the entire surface of the earth become a pure land free from stones and gravel, even like palm, level palm, and in nature smooth like lapis lazuli. Protector of all sentient beings without exception, deity who destroys the endless hosts of Mara, perfect knower of all things without exception, victorious one and retinue, please come to this place. As I offer you these pleasant and white lotus flowers, as big as billions of worlds, with 100 petals and their pollen beds, please be seated and be comfortable. Whatever merit I gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, requesting, and beseeching, I dedicate for the complete enlightenment of all beings. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicles and the teachings common to both according to disposition and mental capacities of sentient beings.
Namchi Lana Me Bayan Taba Zopa Sanje Je Kompang Topar Sa Te Chido Tukpa Chimbe Sobjongna Songwa Sa Nyambe Sanchuk Todo Semchi Bada Jede Sen Char Te Andun Chumina Jebe Domba Songwa Ne Tingmi Je Duna Nine Ling Ina Jebe Domba Shi Chempe Dusu Songza Tang Tengi Tikchin Da Sanchuk Je Semje Simbe Gone Nyamso Langna Nichu Domba Chutrumsa Yorshen Darin Pakpa Chine Zeki Chiren Playen Namjer Tangrewa Nyamso Lana Sangha Sabe Juje Katop Tang Domba Yin La Tanjurwa Yin Deyang Hunji Jarse Tang Jepa Namjen Zepek Sargang Yinba Tengi Ranju La Chiksa Jashin Tele Mandawa Domba Dombe Chutrumsang Domba Shi Chakpa Yinba Jetan Hunji Shiba La So Ramjin Dundar Chungze Mena Dayan Zopa Sanje Namne Chuni Tebjini Dan Jison Tonba Shikpa Tebjin Shikpa Dubje Datan Charwana Drachomba Bando De Yong De Yang Dagba Zoshen Marekpe Intok Dawa Sangla Shibze Chutamje Lordu Je Pana Yang Dagba Zopa Sanje Benan Kolo Jirwe Jerpo Dajanshi De Dane Dal Yola Sopan Yukpana Gangna Lupa Me Mepana Jokyang So Yawar Torte Japoteni Sungwa Jindo Simchin Tamche La Tarpatan Tamche Jimba Lama Nerva Tunje Jindong Kona Learn Zepana Dajanshi Dawa Namkatan Nyambe Simchin Tamche La Mapjera Jindo Pindo Tukje Chembo Koran Ham Tukba Chimbe La Mepa Tuntun Bana Langbo Chembo Randun Tarsin Bana Sawa Se Jindong Lolen Bana Sipa Sipa NyungNe Je Papa Na Korbola NyungNe De Pa Kompani Bana Ranga Tung Jiso Topa Korwa Elem Tarwa Sepa Tangita Numambale Tamchi Sepana Sipa Kundo Jova Yonso Sep Tom Tapato gave it Chutumbana Yangta Peka Lepan number Trova Sipa Tamchi Chimbana Lepan number Trove Number Tamchin Chimba Singamana Lepan number Trove Shirab Jinte Tedaka Shibana Gange Jisolope Tevin Neshipa Yuntin Jim Chipsi then Teya Jisa Jata Lope Kunong Sanchok Sim Tembara Yitanandu Yava Tovana Simchin Tamche Donja Selta Nekap Muntolangu Baratna Pimbar Save Selta Tatok Nilang Gupana Tovar Save Selta Sene Lenda Jambana Moge Mi Parsave Selta Shedang Jumde Jambana Ne Mi Parsave Selta Lao Sanchok Soje Chuna Yonso Zo Parsave Selta Devo Lona Me Payan Tapa Zopa Sanja To Parsave Selta Chiketo Orjin Sanjini Pishane Gave Tata Yanda Sowatan Dupa Mal Number Jongwat gives you certain Dupanan yourself, Vinci Sobjon Casa Doshi, Ye Sumbata, Sobjonga Domba, Jetta, Lunch, Songa, Teta, Dagija, Simchin Tamcheja, Donda, Pembatan, Torala, Sopa, Gupate Dagge, Sere, Duta, Donezon, Gypsy Sanyama, Mashad, Jepardo, Inot, Jepa Domba, Long, Manyamba, Surgeon the Song, Jevonian Bande, Jedunju.
Now listen with the motivation of bodhicitta set upon supreme awakening and think, having taken the healing and purifying Sojong vows of the great vehicle, I will keep them so that all sentient beings, limitless as space, may attain the state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. The observation of the 8 temporary vows of the lesser vehicle, referred to as the 8 branches one day NyungNe vow. It is observed by whole householder. When these vows are observed, while imbued with the intent of bodhicitta in accordance with the Mahayana, they become the discipline of refraining from misdeeds. In this practice, one combines the observance of the temporary vows with the generation stage practice of the deity yoga of noble Avalokiteshvara. And for this reason, it becomes a yogic practice of the action tantra, kriya tantra class of the secret mantra, and a branch of the secret mantra vows. Thus, when one commits to apply one's own mind stream in the manner of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the past, and one does not transgress their ways, it is called the discipline of vowed restraints, or a vow. The following is a brief commentary on the meaningful parts of the text, one by one, beginning with just the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas. Since the perfectly complete Buddhas are those who have proceeded in accordance with the natural state just as it is, they are Tathagatas, thus gone ones. Because they have separated from the enemy the 4 Maras, they are Arhats, 4 destroyer. And since they have completely perfected the qualities of renunciation and realization, having awakened from the deep sleep of ignorance, and having come to understand all noble phenomena, they are perfectly complete Buddhas. For example, when the heavenly steed of the wheel-turning king enters the battle with the enemy, it does so integrally and without travail. It is willing to forsake its own life in order to protect the king. Likewise, because they show the unmistaken path to liberation and omniscience to all sentient beings, and because they are solely devoted to the purpose of others, the Tathagatas are like a heavenly steed. Furthermore, because it is with great compassion that they carry the burden of benefiting all sentient beings as limitless as space without being asked, and since they also demonstrate the unsurpassed meaning of the Mahayana, they are like a great elephant. Furthermore, having brought to their task to completion, they did what needed to be done. Having actively sought the benefit of others, they have completed their tasks. Abandoning the obscuration of karma and afflictions, they have laid down all the burdens, having achieved nirvana, the state beyond sorrow, and they reach their own goal. Due to eliminating all distorted views which prevent escape from the samsaric state and all the afflictive emotions, they have completely destroyed the bonds to existence. By demonstrating the Dharma that is virtuous in the beginning, middle, and end, the speech is utterly perfect. Having severed all ties with samsaric existence, their minds are perfectly free. And because they possess a wisdom that knows everything, their wisdom is completely liberated. This describes the qualities that arise in whomever follows the example of the Tathagatas. Thereafter, since the Tathagatas have forsaken concern for themselves in order to show others how to train in the motivation of bodhicitta, it says that they act for the sake of all sentient beings. Because they temporarily establish beings in a higher birth, they benefit them. Because they ultimately establish beings in definite goodness, they liberate them. Because they have purified karmic result of stinginess, it says they eliminate famine. And because they have purified the karmic result of hatred, it says they act to heal beings from illness. Furthermore, the complete perfection of Dharma directed towards awakening accomplished by them is a path, and the definitely realized, unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening accomplished by them is a result. Regarding this practice, the second Buddha, Padmasambhava of Vajrayana, had said, "It fully restores soul, all virtue, and purifies jhong or negativity without exception. Since it restores virtue and completely purifies negativity, the Tathagata has called this practice of Sojong. Thus, it is said that one should think, I shall take up and keep the Sojong vows properly, and for the sake of all sentient beings, I shall benefit them, and thereby liberate them, and so on. With this motivation, I shall take up the 8 branches vows and keep them properly and without corruption from this very moment until sunrise tomorrow. Keeping this in mind, one repeats accordingly." Page 7.
Sochona Yukpe Sanje Dang,
Socho Nashupe Sangye Dang,
Sanchok Semba Tamche Dang,
Sanchu Sempa Tamche Dang,
Jomden de Nyami Shakje Jarbo Dang,
Somde de Nyame Shakye Gyalpo Dang,
Pakwa Chine Ze Wansok Dala Gongso Sor,
Papa Chenrezi Wanchu Dala Gonsu Sol,
Jetan Hunje de Vinshikpa,
Witan Kogi de Shikshepa,
Rachomba Yang Takpa Zope Sanje,
Rachompa Yang Dapa Zope Sangye,
Tachan Shi Tabu,
Tachashi Tabao,
Lambo Chembo,
Lampo Chempo,
Sava Seshin,
Tawache,
Sepa Sepa,
Pachepa,
Korporwa,
Popola,
Dake Tungji So Topa,
Gadi Donze Sutopa,
Sipa Kundo Jorwa Yongso Sepa,
Ipa Kundo Jo Susepa,
Yang Takpi Kwa,
Yangda Kreka,
Lepan Namba Trove Tok,
Lepan Nampa Dove Tup,
Lepan Namba Trove Shirapji Namji,
Lepan Nampa Dove Shirab Chendi Namki,
Simchin Tamcheje Tongje Setang,
Semsen Tamche Ki Doni Chidang,
Pimbar Save Setang,
Pempa Chawe Chidang,
Tovar Save Setang,
Rova Chawe Chidang,
Nemi Par Save Setang,
Neme Pa Chawe Chidang,
Mogemi Par Save Setang,
Mugeme Pa Chawe Chidang,
Sanchokje Soje,
Chanchon Ki Sogi,
Chunam Yongso Zopar Save Setang,
Tonam Yoso Zobao Chechewa Chidang,
Lana Maipa Yang Takpar,
Lana Me Pa Yang Dapar,
Zopa Sanchok Tokpar Save Ser,
Gopek Chanchon Topa Chawe Chir,
Sobjongi Parlangba Tejinde,
Sojong Ye Pa Lapa Te Shindu,
Da BuNima Shi Jewe Jang,
Dag Kikberda Duni,
Dundane Zongde,
Udine Sonte,
Jipsi Sanyama Masharje Pardo,
Jisi Sani Ma Mashe Gi Bardu,
Sobjongi Pa Yang Takpar Langwar Jewo,
Sojong Ye Pa Yang Dapa Lapa Jio. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, blessed Lord, Peerless King of the Shakyas and Noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed and the great elephant did what had to be done, completed the task, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bounds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose mind are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed towards awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojong. In the same way, I who am called from now on until sunrise tomorrow shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojong vows. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed and the great elephant did what had to be done, completed the task, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose mind are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojong. In the same way, I who am called from now on until sunrise tomorrow shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojong vows.
Yang dun chim la je ba dong ba xie sa wa la su chim je yin la je ba yu je yin la je tur yu je yin la sum na yu ba le tang bo ran ju je ni ju dong ni ju nam dong ba de se ya si pa su chim je yin la ye ne dong ba tam che je za wa yin ba na za wa ye xi da de ya men ro wa da je 타나 속차서도 봐 식소인체 계속 뭐죠 봐다 제 인제 다도 좀은 주제 전부 따지면 타나 갑걸 봐세 감직자 맞은 밤는 봐다 니 부모님 됐던 특별대와 동덕예와 따지면 착심제 핀송 따와 따면 무지반 마장바 주바 빵바다 좀 랑라 사람제 용대미자 용대 유버즈 매출하면 준친보 大检讨那个人当这么些样，因老二是被专门那把他也因，把有这因了，今年强崩吧，因的那么帮那让就把米顿就是强跟人呢，让到这那他们去没实现，让你让你这东巴老王样，今年没有没给我就把东巴刚阳送门那把那着呢，从这样强的长大没多少，因怕当家。 具变强的营养性道当，绕啊，早晚拉说，有把些的绕东堂去办过把电影都有的，人老什么让你东电影把真把所谓觉得，什么呢？把觉得具备这把，得到的呢，就是人在就上把技术，说把都有的，全给当在世界上把高尔当真的说，这些把路那个。 个话没到当人保起拉索办成话绿拉金巴是把对嘛一边那恰当都个拉索办嘛，今节这什么这么当也给这，这绿界人啦有话当，那个当那错那话错，帮我呢感觉那把这话当，那这边就是口当定交当，对吧？那个老人吧不忘。 当另外说，人们不只是把那帮忙的，这么日子上对满一般年嘛有凭借公不动啊，是的，小单加速动啊，第八是为是把这新单轻易行到拉，入家呢弄没见人，这刚呢他本身定同胞，让人怕把木不大狗单，大日个定啊说，这定钱不们都把那么来感受这么日什当。 听说经济人，什么这都这把都有经验了，什么的人了，这本的其实， 상님 마마 샤르빠반 바드 마냠바 송와 제워 냠반 다예지든
The words starting with just as the previous constitute the prayer of taking the 8 temporary vows. These 8 branches are then further divided into the 4 branches of discipline, the single branch of attentiveness, and the 3 branches of subduing discipline. The first branches are the 4 branches of discipline which restrain one's own mind from unwholesome reactions. Since these are the roots of all vows, they are known as the 4 roots. They are as follows. The first is to not kill any being. Besides not killing a human being, one should not even kill a louse or its eggs, which also belong to the realm of living beings. The second root is to not steal. Besides not stealing large possessions owned by others, one should not even steal a morsel of food. The third root is to abandon non-celibate conduct. Besides not pursuing the meeting of males and females for the enjoyment of sexual intercourse, one should not even look at one another with a lustful mind. The fourth root is to not speak lies. Besides not telling a great lie, such as falsely proclaiming oneself as having high human qualities, or lying about having qualities on the bhumis and path that one does not have, one should not even fool others jokingly while playing around. The single branch of attentiveness is to abstain from alcohol. If one does not abandon this action, one's mind will become careless. When intoxicated by alcohol, one cannot be aware of every aspect of what to do and what not to do, and one also forgets about vows one has taken. Due to this, one engages in non-virtuous actions and is therefore unable to keep any of one's vows. For this reason, one should abandon all intoxicating food and drink, such as alcohol made from fermented grain, such as wheat or barley, or alcohol made from honey, flowers, or any other fermented substances, as well as intoxicating fruit or roots. As for the 3 branches of subduing discipline, in order to refresh the recollection of one's vows, one subdues all one's activities as a lay householder and follows after the excellent conduct of bodhisattvas. Thus one engages in subduing. First, one abandons dressing up and looking attractive, or applying sweet scents like camphor and sandalwood, which are applied with the intention to charm. Then one abandons adoring one's body with garlands of flowers, jewels, and so on. One abandons earrings, bracelets, and so on, which are the 3 kinds of adornments. One abandons moving one's limbs for the sake of frolic and laughter, and one vows to remain silent in various ways, which refers to abandoning the 3 kinds of entertainment: dancing, singing melodiously by elevating and lowering one's voice, and playing instruments such as string instruments and flutes. Second, one abandons eating at inappropriate times and does not consume from noon until sunrise the next day any food such as grains and fruit to quell one's hunger. One may, however, drink liquids such as water and tea to quell the pangs of thirst. Third, one abandons sitting on high and luxury seats. This means not to sit upon any seat higher than 1 cubit, or upon seats bedecked with silks and brocades, or tigers and leopard skin, which are unsuitable for ordinary people. Thus, when the 3 kinds of entertainment, including dancing, and the 3 kinds of adornments, such as garlands, are considered as one branch, these are the 3 branches of subduing discipline. Thus, thinking, I shall keep these 8 branches without corruption until sunrise tomorrow, one repeats the following. Page 10.
Dēngné sōkyū mēbzā shēng.
Yīne sōkyū mīchā shīng.
Yīnjē nōyāng nāng mēbzā.
Yīki nōyā lā mīchā.
Chikpē chūkyā mēbjē jēng.
Yīpē chūkyā mīchē chīng.
Zūnjē chikkyā mēnhā wō.
Yūki jīwāng mīyā wō.
Yūnē māngbō nyē tīngbē.
BuNima Ponetepe,
장래 용서 빵마사,
Changi Yoso Pawacha,
치팅 침토 맵자시,
Jiten Chicho Michanshin,
대비신 덤마인 베세,
Tuma Mishepe,
저당 청와 당내진,
Ina Tewena Danijen,
로다 가르소 빵마사,
Odak Sako Pawacha,
여다 자정다도는
Vita Tacho Tamtini,
속주라소 맵지바,
Soku Lasok Mamicha,
대달 속주라소 빵,
Vita Sokju La Sopang,
라미 산총녀 톱쇼,
Amichakchun Utop Shok,
농한 망족 셈신남,
Uwa Machu Semchenam,
시변소래 도와리쇼,
Petole Doa Sho. From now on, I will not kill, I will not steal the belongings of others, I will not engage in sexual activities, I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol as it a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on a high and luxury seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrained at all times from these actions such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. From now on, I will not kill, I will not steal the belongings of others, I will not engage in sexual activities, I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol as it a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on a high luxury seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the Harats refrained at all times from these actions such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions such as taking the lives of others. May they swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence.
아비노,
Lexo.
대답을 추춤되니 탈신바사회 제도 박바도 샤바 바로도 선바 조건님 종래 송와 추춤 남다가 종대대 두숨제제와 세당제바 추춤제 풍보 탐제 랑주라 조퍼시바당 인체 추춤차베니바 탐체 딱버시진 신체 면냠바시바소 빈용도마다 된방 한대의 집든조
In order to develop such discipline to perfection, the Dharani of the essence of 6 paramitas of the noble Amoghapasha Sutra mentions the numerous benefits of this Dharani, such as by reciting this Dharani of pure discipline, the entire accumulation of ethical discipline of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 3 times will be brought to perfection within one's own mind stream, and all faults of one's previous violation of discipline will be purified, and henceforth one's discipline will not decline. Thus repeat the Dharani. Page 13.
Om Amongashala.
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Sadopiman Bhagapekenza.
Tattva Prema Vibhuketa.
Gunza Dara Dara.
Gunza Dara Dara.
Saminda Avalokete.
Samanta Avalokite.
Hong Pei Sofa.
Om Pesvaha.
Om Amongashala.
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Sadopiman Bhagavata.
Tattva Prema Vibhuketa.
Gunza Dara Dara.
Gunza Dara Dara.
Saminda Avalokete.
Samanta Avalokite.
Hong Pei Sofa.
Om Pesvaha.
Om Amongashala.
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Sadopiman Bhagavata.
Tattva Prema Vibhuketa.
Gunza Dara Dara.
Gunza Dara Dara.
Saminda Avalokete.
Samanta Avalokite.
Hong Pei Sofa.
Om Pesvaha.
Chozo Panze Pa, Sambe Molam Leso, Sutrumje Parodo Samba, Yonso Zoparsipa, Molam de Jidu.
Furthermore, when the bodhisattvas of the past performed enlightened actions out of love, having made fervent aspirations throughout the 3 periods of the day and the 3 periods of the night, they enjoyed ease on the path. The path was applied with ease, and they completed the accumulation of many eons. Thus, one repeats the aspiration that completely perfects the paramita of discipline, which has arisen out of aspiration of love. Page 13.
Chumje Sutrum Jimmy Sutrum Nambara Tadande.
Sutrinapa Dadanden.
Lopsing Mibe Sutrumje.
Sutrinki.
Sutrum Paro Senzo Sho.
Sutrinparo Jitso Sho. Through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules and conduct, through perfectly pure discipline, and through discipline devoid of arrogance, may I carry the perfection of discipline to completion.
Pangung Papa Lodrop Jeshan, so John Danger, Lalo Yen Pa, Chipa Pemi Namla, Sovarje, Jesumbatar, Jomden de Sharjuk Cup, Rando Ibzi Tang, Japan, Hine, Songan, Namja, Sumcha, Saxumja, Lawyer, Jeshe. Nine Chungse Nyamba Namja, Jachin Regie, Lanes, Jeve, Pin, Patu Parsonchi. Le chan chepardo dawa drumen dole kangi karpa samje me chapa jarwa sewa manga chuze kanjek tam chu rabdan jek patang dershik tin bang kapar chirpe che nimsin tenna lapa chekje pa tenete ve suna chen pa song shipa tarang temba je pa che yunun bo domba song wa le tata sanje je temba tartok pe kamdal Nimsinjikdo Domba Najik Songwa Pinyun Chikshin Deyang Sanchuk Ye Simje Simba Domba Pinyun Namkata Chebzong Meje Zokpa Sanje Je Gompang Topan Yola Chepar Tari Je Kapso Sangha Dorje Tepa Ladang Haj Namjar Samo Tang Reve Nyamsolamba Tsende Renzenje Tardon Kujin Jezangoryang Meche Chidogle Menjangwa Saja Chimbo Chokungudo Topan Jurwa Yinbe Gawa Gongshen Te Tavu Geva Ateyang Jonghawa Je Matebna Control So Jin Gashike Sepan Jurwa Yinbe Tenad Geza Sancho Chimbun Howan De Jidunzu.
The glorious protector Ayanagarjuna said, "Grant the vows of Sojong to men and women alike, so that they may obtain the pleasing bodies of the gods who act like as a witch." Thus, in the past, when the Lord Buddha was alive, even those who kept the one-day NyungNe vows a single time with merely selfish mind were reborn in God realm of the 33. Since even those who have slightly transgressed the one-day NyungNe vows will be reborn in the God abodes of the 4 great kings, it is said that the benefits of taking the vows are unfathomable. Moreover, it is specifically stated in the Moonlap Sutra that the merit of practicing a single precept on a single day and night during an era when the holy Dharma is being destroyed and the teachings of the Sugata are coming to an end is far greater to making offerings to millions of Buddhas or inconceivable eons. Thus, it is of greater benefit to keep a single vow for a single day during the final times of the present Buddha's teachings than it would have been to keep vows for a long time during former times when the teachings flourished. Furthermore, the benefits of taking vows with a mind of bodhichitta are immeasurable like space, and will lead to the attainment of the state of complete Buddhahood. In particular, in the present context, by engaging this practice in relation to a deity of the secret mantra Vajrayana and the profound yogas of the mantrayana, one will join the ranks of the Vidyadharas at this very life, and however long it may take, it will not take more than 16 lifetimes to attain the supreme city of Mahamudra. Thus rejoice. However, if you do not seal such virtues in the end with dedication, they can become exhausted through various conditions such as anger. Therefore, please dedicate these roots of virtue towards great awakening by repeating the following, page 11 in the Yellow Book. By this merit may I attain omniscience. Having defeated the enemies of my wrongdoings, may I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all people.
Om Soba Vashuddha Savadhamma Soba Vashuddha Am Chana Tom Je Tongba Jor Tong Bengang Ren Chin Ye Zanye Tam Che Yong Zo Be Jar Mi Kamba Ye Wo Wa Nani Tuji Chimbo Number Save Tokana Ale Dave Chinko Jedun Dushayan Sambajo Dana Dunjanamka Naren Chinta Dan Chujinjo Mam cha da din te te do ve chen ko che pe te rang ge to ge che le wu chu pa den la ma da to je chen bo ye me la re ye san je san sen je Korva Chindan Yobo Sanje Tom Jin Dupe Dor Jin Zembe Ngovani Koncho Sum Je Tava Lama Nanda Sam Salo Sum Deva Sheba Chude Go Do Simje Nan La Chinese Nam Kata Chabe Chuje Ya Zeje Melo Sam Salo Janje Magu Kumdo Azo Sanje Jevaladi Toje Jinjen Dola Zejire Zela Samtalo Jaganam Gajenda Yeme Yazo Kanjazo Yendo So 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 Tazan Shira Cholangani Erenga Deva Shelo Samsalo Dagi Nyinga Sao Lentu Medo Dubeda Mame Techa Shaze Son Zebelamanam Jenchu
Om Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddhoham. All phenomena become void. From within the state of emptiness, upon a precious ground appears a lovely, boundless palace, complete with all the perfect attributes, within which I vividly appear the great compassionate one. Arising from a moon disk at my heart is marked with a syllable Shri. From the Shri at my heart, light rays radiate and invites the glorious Guru, who is indivisible from the great compassionate one. Surrounded by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the four families, he appears in the space in front of me, and sits upon a moon disk resting on 1,000-petal lotus flower, which sits upon a jewel throne. Homage to the Gurus, O embody all Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder and who are the root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dhammakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the six realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults in white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the five families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space-like Dhammakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like.
Om Bada Pibe Aho, Om Bada Dube Aho, Om Bada Aluge Aho, Om Bada Ginde Aho, Om Bada Dede, Om Bada Jode. Sadhana mare vanjurbe Damba sumdangava Narabdunjube shabarje Kayandage tungu Tadeba jiba kangjurba Tabi menda shaji Tene tamden jomabji Gevana laje Rangkulu kurshin sorvande Sanji sonjoye Zon tamje sanjun chodanga Semchen de dan denjo Donga kun George Naya de mi majo Donyon Chimbo ne George.
Oh, Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heart very great, I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by ignorance. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on, I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue and I supplicate you to tend the will of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. May all sentient beings be endowed with happiness. May they be free from all suffering. May they never be without happiness. May they abide in great equanimity.
Om Soba Vashuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Shuddha Fa Om Shunye Danjanam Benza Soba Amago Zondang Zimbe Duba Ye Chunam Tam Je Dong Ba Je Deng Li Pima Dan Da Vi Chin Ko Nya Kan Vi Dan Da Ran Sen Shi Ka Le Wu Zhu Sim Jin Tong Se Ne San Du Shi Yu Pi Ma Ne Sen Dong Bar Va Shem Sen Je La Yang Te Li Jia Ju Dang Xiao Po Da Wu Zhu Be So Ju San Ji San Se Na Jin Zhang Te La Dan Ba Yin Ge Ji Ni La Pi Ma Ne Shi Dang Ji Ba Yong Ju Le Da Ni Pa Ba Jin Re Ze Kum Du Kar Po Lan Co Jin Jiao Ji Xia Ji Za Ya Ga Ye Jiang Yong Ma Te Ye Den Wu Jia Ye Ma Yong Ga Ho De Ding Wu Ma Ye Ga Xin Rong Jiu Nong Xue Jia Jin De Den Cho Ya Na Fu Ne Jian Sam Qi Zi Cho Nian Jin De Den Na Xue Ya Ne Ma Po Zu Tu Den Ni Jin Ban Gu Jin Nam Ba Sa Za Wei So Ji Tang Bo Ni To Ka Ta Jia Ye Ni Bi Ram Chen Sun Ben Chu Ji Le Yu Ben Ko Long Zhen Ba Te Yun Ji Ni Bi Pi Ma Tang Sun Be Che Lo Ye Ba Ye Da Yu Yun Sun Zhen Ba O De La San Ne Gup Jia Dang Gup Jia Zan Nin Chu Ji De Te Tar Tong Cha San Nam Ji De De Jin Ri Din Ba O Nor Wa Ren Jin Jin Jiang Xin Ge Du Ne Ma Yong Ba Ne Re Da Ba Be Yong Ga Pa Ga Xi Ri Ji Xiang Da Jin Yu Yong Tar Ji Ju Ben Zhen A Ze Ge Bun Chu Ju Te To Ga Da Be De Re Ye Ge Bo Zi Ji Bu Da La Ne Jin Re Zi Hodan jiba chinda
Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddhoham Om Shunyata Jnana Vajra Svabhava Atma Koham. All phenomena that are subsumed and perceived and perceived become empty. From within the state, the nature of my mind appears as a white tree upon a lotus and moon disk. From it light streams forth and fulfills the purpose of sentient beings. The light then gathered back into the tree, which transforms into a golden lotus marked with a tree. From the tree, light emanates once again in the form of hooks and lassos that invite the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. They dissolve into the lotus and tree, and instantly transform into myself, appearing as noble Avalokiteshvara. My body is youthful white in color with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black wrathful face with 3 eyes, bare fangs, and a menacing frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion, and adorn it is visible from the neck up. Of my 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at my heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus. The third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. My remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. I am adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and am wearing an upper garment of an antelope skin draped over my left breast. My lower garment is made from Benares. My crown is adorned with item of beautiful silks, and I emit rays of white light. At my heart upon a moon disk is the white letters Shri, whose light rays invite Avalokiteshvara and his retinue from the pure land of Potala.
Om Banda Aloga Aho, Om Banda Gende Om Banda Nevada, Om Banda Shuddha. jin jin ru la le jin re lo som tha lo tam ba ni sa me ba yo de na rang ga na sam da ye ge sam jin sam ba jum om ho la ya che le che le de yin she ba nga sun de da nam je to ga ne ye she de zhen zhen ba ye yang yan chen ne da ni a ng ba wang ge che ye la and the bejeto lo men go pa me ta me jo na re jo na yon thun ni ta ba nam de re do nam je jin jo rang to ga pe de ye she san be ngo ni to je chen bon sung ga a te to ga den je san ba che ye ka bo le won chun zhou we zhe jian to je chen bo ke je a chen de she la den ba jun.
Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Jahum Bam Ho, we merge inseparably, and my three places become mat with the syllables Om Ahum. Again light radiates from the Shri at my heart, which causes the five Tathagatas to come here. From their hearts emanate the four mothers, holding promoter wisdom nectar, which they use to bestow empowerment directly upon me. The nectar overflows and transforms into the essence of the Guru, appearing as Amitabha at my crown, Akshobhya at my forehead, Ratnasambhava beyond my right ear, Amoka Siddhi behind my left ear, and Vairochana at the nape of my neck. Thus I am crowned by the lords of the five families. At my heart upon a lotus and moon is the essence of the wisdom being, the great compassionate one. He is the size of a thumb joint, and at his heart is a samadhi being, appearing as a white letter tree. From it light issues forth and purifies the obscuration of beings, and they all transform into the great compassionate one. The light then returns and dissolves back into the tree.
Nama sarvata thanga debe debe samyo sambe debe namaya valokete shoraya bodhisattva masadaya magaranukaya deyadom daradara Lama Bu Nima Yada Om Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusame Kusuma Vara Limilajindala Manayasa Yada Om Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusame Kusuma Vara Limilajindala Manayasa Yada Om Dara Dara Diri Diri Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusame Kusuma Vara Limilajindala Manayasa Yada Om Dara Dara Diri Diri Duru Duru Duli Duli Ba Kusame Kusuma Vara Limilajindala Manayasa Yada Om Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusame Kusuma Vara Limilajindala Manayasa Yada Om Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusame Kusuma Vara Limilajindala Manayasa Yada Om Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusame Kusuma Vara Limilajindala Manayasa Yada Om Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusame Kusuma Vara Limilajindala Mapanaya So Mane Amen Nore Namane Peme Hore Amane Peme Hore Amane Peme Hore Amane Peme Hore Amane Mani pime, mani pime, mani pime, mani pime, mani pime. Mani pime, mani pime, mani pime, mani pime, mani pime. Mani pime, mani pime, mani pime. Oh, mani pime, mani pime, mani pime. Oh, mani pime. Mani pime, mani pime, mani pime. Mani pime, mani pime, mani pime. Mani pime, mani pime. Mani pime, mani pime, mani. Mani pime, mani pime, mani pime, mani pime. Mani pime, mani pime, mani. Oh, mani pime, mani pime, mani. Mani pime, mani. Mani pime, mani.
svabhava Shuddha Savadhamma svabhava Shuddhoham. All phenomena become void. From within this state, from the Sri Atma heart emanates the letter broom, which travels to the space in front of me. The broom then melts and transforms into a palace of jewels, square with 4 doors. Inside is a jewel throne and a moon disk upon which is a multicolored 8-petal lotus. At its center is a Shri, which transforms into the great compassionate one, crystal clear resembling myself. His body is youthful white in color with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black wrathful face with 3 eyes, bare fangs, and a menacing frowning grimace. Above it is a red peaceful face with a crown protrusion, and a dot is visible from the neck up. Of his 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in a prayer at his heart. Below it is the second right hand a crest of mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. His remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. He is adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and wears an upper garment of an antelope skin draped over his left breast. The lower garment is made from Benares. The crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and he emits rays of white light. Abhava Shri transformed into red Amitabha, his hands in the gesture of Samadhi. In the east, Ahum transforms into blue Akshobhya, his hands in the earth-touching gesture. In the south, Atram transforms into yellow Ratma Sambhava, his hand in the gesture of supreme giving. In the west, an Om transforms into white Vairocana in the aspect of supreme awakening. In the north, an A transforms into green Amoka Siddhi with his hands in the gesture of granting protection. All of them are adorned with jewels, and the 3 places are marked with the 3 seed syllables. The light radiating from the 3 syllables invites the wisdom beings who dissolve into him. Thus we have merged non-duality.
도제 진진조라 레진레즈로 섬살로 자가남가옌더열매 여수근자도 연동소소소 다단시란졸랑하니 에르응아되고 옐로솜살로 나그니그사 내주베메도두베다 마메테차샤스 손즈벨라마남진주.
Homage to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence in the Vajra hold there no other root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to radiate Amitabha, the Dhammakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the 5 families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space-like Dhammakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllables at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfume, food, and the like.
shi dur zu jun ba pum ba yon so kar ju.
O Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by the three poison. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue and I supplicate you to tend the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun and the moon. By visualizing it as a Buddha realm and offer it, may all beings enjoy the perfect purity of this realm. Having offered this excellent and pleasing mandala, may we experience no obstacles on the path to awakening. May we realize the enlightened mind of the Sugatas of the three times. May we neither stray into samsara nor rest in nirvana's peace. May all beings limitless as the sky is vast become liberated. Streams of primordial wisdom nectar descend from the fingers of myself, and the great compassion at one in front, filling the vase completely.
Namarana dhaya namaya jana sangara bharatana aharanjaya tathagataya arahate samya sambhadaya namasavata tangadebe ahadebe samya sambhadebe namaya valokete sharaya bodhisattaya masaduya makarunakaya eyatha daradara duru etevete tale tale patale patale kusama kusama arele milidula mapanaya sava. Masavata Tanga Debe Adebe Somyo Sombudebe Namaya Valukebe Shoraya Bodhisatoya Asadoya Makarunuka Eyata Om Dara Dara Dere Dere Duru Duru Eteve Tole Tole Pratale Pratale Kusuma Kusuma Vare Lemele Dido Mapanaya Zova Deodo Duru 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 Doli Doli Ba Doli Ba Kusame Kusuma Vare Lemele Dido Manaya Zova Deodo Duru 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 Doli Doli Ba Doli Ba Kusame Kusuma Vare Lemele Dido Manaya Zova Deodom duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba kusuma kusuma vara lemela so Deodom duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba kusuma kusuma vara lemela so Yadam dara 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 dali dali ba dali ba kusame kusama vara lemela dala manayasa Yadam dara 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 dali dali ba dali ba kusame kusama vara lemela dala manayasa Yadam duru 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 duli duli ba duli ba kusame kusuma vara namana dundalama zava mane bimehor mane bimehor Mane beme ori ene doji badunji zoba temjabe range jevagelo ma parmo jona ngochinze
Then I, the deity, wisdom being dissolving to them, and deity in front, above my crown with Geloma Palma, who supplicates the noble one on my behalf.
Jagadaya Avalokada Shoraya Pecha Shirenati Totran Ukadam Papa Jinazavan Solo Giloma Parmetu Bashisava.
In English language, Geloma Palmos prays to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara.
Om Jitengu Bolasam Lan Jitena Masivasam Jetup Alaya Tuvo Tudo Tombetup Tepe Janjo Tepe Tepanze Panjitin Sumjen Gumbo Chola Sam Na Deshe Pami Kute Kunanze Deshe Na Taye Jinsep Ayen Chujin Date Gonse Sayung Sirji Pime Nambar Jim Tejen Raban Chuan Mazan Chup Shari Jiba Da Tavanzi Jinji Piman Chodo Sayan Yamba Kawa Tonda Nonga Tengi Dim Teme Ajamata Tamanzi Panzi Piaza Jari Mabujim Papaman Toda Sanan Arsip Tunga Dujin Doda Denjen Yum Chim Pumani Jim Laman Chamdran Samdr Jamshin Yum Arada Papa Namayam Baka Panincha Du Vijin Jinan Cham Atmame Papaman Chola Net Tivingun Pimi Dadan Jam Asejekaran Chola Nutrip Tozu Tibiruzo Chantam Zim Tape Jinjong Tojin Parasam Choni Suna Mungbo Nyevasak Tate Devin June Gane Ser Sumtan Zijin Karju Jubata Nalijin Joda Dubon Kule Jar Siji Kandu Dai Chayeon Tsangben Sa Yevin Banze Angben Dunda Lanchi Tudurship Ayonzo Yonzo Nyonzo Nyewa Sa Yin Dimbanye Min Choda Chun Sole Dur Kanye Dado Torang Nanek Ye Tine Zeja Bo Yela Sins Ye Tu Ben Choda Doja Sa Tu Na Tene Jibo Nupimin Ron Chiwa De Damon Chiwa Ton Tanji Tinji Telana Gobakanda Om Tengu Pola Sam Lanjik Tina Masiva Sam Jetu Olaye Zo Dudan Sambe Tu Tepe Janjo Tepe Tepanze Onjik Tin Sum Jen Gumbo Chola Sam La Dershe Pami Kuti Kunlanze Dershin Hawan Toy Jinsep Sayan Chuje Da Tikonsep Sayung Sirji Pimin Nambar Jim Tejen Raban Chuan Masan Chu Shari Jiba Da Tavanzi Jinji Peman Choda Sayan Yang Kawa Tonda Nanga Tindim Chime Jamate Tsambenze Zipiaze Jare Marpujim Pemen Choda Sanen Arase Tunga Jinjin Doda Dinjin Yum Rinchi Mamba Pumani Nejim Loman Chabdran Sabdran Jamshin Yum Arada Papa Namayam Baka Ninja Du Gijin Jinan Chang Chima Me Papimen Chola Ne Tivingu Ni Pimin Dodan Jam Seje Karan Chola no Drip, Tozu Tibiru Shantanzi, Tepe Jinjan Tojin Parasan, Chonye Suna Mambo Nyasap, Tadu De Juni Gani Se, Sumta Zijin Kurju Jibatun, Lujin Choda Duvon Kule Jaru, Siji Kandu Doi Shaye Hong, Chambe Nesa Yin Banze, Ngamben Junda Naji Tidarship, Yang Zanya Sayin Timbanye, Hu Min Choda Chun Chule Dur, Kanye Todo Turan Laneku, Ye Chine Zeki Hambo Yelasin, Ye Tuben Choda Tajan Satu, Na Tini Jibo Omni Pimin, Ran Chiwan De Damang Chiatan, Dan Jitin Jitin Lana Gubakund, Om Jitin Gun Polasam, Dan Jitin Lama Siva Sumjetu, Lae Zawa Dudan Sambetu, Tupe Jancho Tupe Trupanze, Jitin Sumjen Gumbo Chola Sam, Dirshi Pami Kude Kunlanzem, Dirshi Naman Tae Ujin Sip, Sayen Chujin Yada Trigun Sip, Sang Siji Pimi Nambar Jim, Chijen Rapan Chua Masen Ju, Shari Jeba Dawa Dawan Zip, Chinji Piman Chodo Sayin Yang, Kawa Tunda Nungo Tingi Dim, Chime Chamade Chomben Zip, Zipi Zi Jiri Mapi Jim, Pimen Toda Sonin Arsip, Tungo Tijin Tudo Tijin Jum, Tarin Chimamba Pumani Nejim, Alamin Chapter Subdir Junjin Jum, Arada Papan Namayan Baka, Ninja Du Gijin Jinanja, Chama Meba Pimen Cholande, Tivingu Pimen Tatanjam, Sije Keran Chola Navatrip, Tozu Riberu Chantanzim, Tepe Jinjan Tojin Parasan, Chonye Suna Mambo Nyevasap, Tadu Den Juni Gani Ser, Sunda Zijin Kurju Jibatun, Lujin Choda Dubon Chule Jar, Siji Kandu Doi Shaye Hong, Chambe Nesa Ye Manze, Ngamben Junda Naji Tidarship, Yang Zanya Sayin Timbanye, Omni Choda Chun Chole Dur, Kanye Todo Torang Naneku, Ye Jine Zajambo Yelasim, Ye Tuben Choda Taja Satu, Na Tene Chiba Ne Pimin, Rong Chiwa De Tamang Chiatam, Jitin Jitin Lana Gubakand, Yavam Jitin Gumbola Sam, Jitin Lama Siva Sumjetu, Lae Zawa Dudan Sambetu, Tepe Janjo Tepe Truvanze, Jitin Sumjen Gumbo Chola Sam, Dirshi Pami Kude Kunlanze, Dirshi Naman Tae Ujin Sep, Sayen Chujin Yada Trigun Sep, Sayung Siji Pime Nambar Jin, Chijin Rapan Chua Masan Chu, Shari Jiba Da Tawin Zip, Jinji Piman Choda Sayen, Kawa Tunda Nungo Tingi Dim, Chime Chamade Chomben Zip, Zipi Zi Juri Mapi Jim, Pimen Toda Sonen Asip, Tungo Dijin Tudo Dijin Jim, Rinchi Mamba Pumani Nejim, Lomen Chabdre Sumdre Jamshin Jim, Rada Baba Namayambaka, Ninjadu Gijinancha, Chamame Baba Jolane, Tivinguni Pimi Dotanjam, Sejekaran Jolanote, Tozujibi Rizu Shantanzi, Tabajin Jantojin Parasa, Chani Sona Momo Nyavasa, Ata de Jumi Ganise, Sunda Dijin Kurju Jibatun, Alujin Jota Dubon Chulejar, Siji Kandu Rai Shayin, Tambane Saye Banze, Angaban Junda Laji Didashi, Ayonzoni Asayin Timboni, Mi Tudun Chulejar, Kaye Dado Torananeku, Yetine Zeje Ambo Yelasim, Yetuben Choda Doja Sote, Natene Chiba Nipimin, Anchiwanda Tamang Chiotan, Jetin Jetin Anagabakan.
Oh, I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, unabiding beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama, Wishkanting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss, God. Once your crowns adorn me, the Buddha boundless, light you generous as if too hungry. Goats you left sons adorn with a gold lotus. Your perfume hair flashes me lighting bound up. Like that gold garlands on your face is beauty. Full shining full moon and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite you smelling bodies. White as a snow ink caught your hotly greeting. Pearls you are dipped in radiance like the red of dawn. You had spread like perfect lotus Suda. Range on a steel lake, you sting like the atom. Clouds, many jewels adorn your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your spread is covered by antelope. Hide beautified by fine iris, bracelets, anklets. You are but on a pristine pure. To send your belly smooth as a lotus petal. You sublime gold berries studded with fine gems from your hips, dress garments of the finest silk. Supreme wisdom of the Buddha Gandhi. Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower and liberate the souls of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over maras. Old's golden neck tendingly beautify your feet. You for boundless static, you beings in peace dignify like elephant, graceful as one. Doctrines keeper all accumulations. Then savor from the oceans of milky water. Man or woman, if you rise each day, then devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with his excellent pure song, which serve clearly and purely. Then all of your worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives. Oh, my prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama, Wishkanting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing of bliss, God. Once your crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, you generous as if too hungry. Ghost you left sons adorned with a gold lotus. You perfume hair flashes with lighting bound up. Like red gold garlands on your face is beautiful. Shining full moon and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite you smelling bodies white as a snow ink caught your hopefully greeting. Pearls, you are decked in radiance like the red of dawn. You heart spread like perfect lotus Susa. Range on a steel lake, you sting like the autumn clouds. Many jewels are on your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your spread is covered by antelope. Height beautified by fine iris, blessed anklets. You are Madonna, pristinely pure. To send your belly smoother the lotus petal. You sublime gold berry studded with fine gems from your hips, thread garments of the finest silk. Supreme wisdom of the Buddha Gandhi. Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower and liberate so softly. Light you dispel age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Maras. Oats golden nectar dignity beautify your feet. You for boundless that seek you beings in peace, dignify like elephant, graceful as one. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulation. Then savor from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day, then devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig. And you praise him with this excellent pure song, recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives. Oh, my prostrate to the protector of the universe, the Guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama Wishkanting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing of this kind. Once you crowns adorned with a Buddha boundless light, you generous as used to hungry. Ghost you left sons adorned with a gold lotus. You perfume have flashes with lighting bound up. Like red gold garlands, how your face is beautiful. Shining full moon and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite you smelling bodies white. As a snowing coat your hopefully glittering. Pearls, you are decked in radiance like the red of dawn. You heart spread like perfect lotus Susa. Range on a steel lake, you think like the autumn clouds. Many jewels are on your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your spread is covered by antelope. Height beautified by fine iris, bestlets, anklets. You are Madonna, pristinely pure. To send your belly smoother than lotus petal. You sublime gold berry studded with fine gems from your hips, thread garments of the finest silk. Supreme wisdom of the Buddha Gandhi. Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower realms liberated so softly. Light you dispel age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Maras. Oats golden nectar dignity beautify your feet. You for boundless static you beings in peace, dignify like elephant, graceful as swan. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Then savor from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day then devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig. And you praise him with his excellent pure song, recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives.
Bema Sado Samaya, Mana Balaya, Bema Sado Dinaba, Sudukaya Memba, Subujo Memba, Nuradome, Sasade Membarado Soakamazame, Satam Shiran Kuru Hung, ha ha ha, Satatanga Bema Mamma Bema, Masamaya Sadoa, Temba Tenza Yorenepa. Da Sun Ro Na San Chu Sem Jiang Xian Jala Sundra Tenzin Rabda Ne Kunjin Shira Tobar Sinjilo.
Oh, please grant your blessing that the teachings and the holders of the teachings will remain for a long time, and that myself and all sentient beings may train in bodhichitta. Grant your blessing that we may fully attain the union of shamatha and vipassana, and that we may perfectly realize omniscient wisdom.
Om Sobhava Shuddha Dharma Sobhava Shuddha Om Ahom Kado Tero Nupa Naham Panso Dembe Tormande Baba Chire Zeva Tajarva Sibje Nam Lamba.
This Dharma, endowed with perfect color, odor, taste, and potency, I offer to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas.
Om Akar Nade Dibinada Om Besova Om Akar Mokasavadar Ade Dibinada Om Ahom Pesova Om Akar Mokasavadar Mano Ade Dibinada Om Ahom Pesova Om Lokeshwara Sabareva Edam Balenda Kaka Kai Kai Om Lokeshwara Sabareva Edam Balenda Kaka Kai Kai Om Lokeshwara Sabareva Edam Balenda Kaka Kai Kai Jen Jia Tan Tam Je Rezan Losa Najar Me Badang Nje Che Shen Lama Lagu Den Jin Rezej Tam Se Lone Sho San Cho Sin Nirumbo Je Ma Chi Panam Chi Je Ye ba nya ba mi ba ya kong ne kong da va shu.
In this and all my future lives, may I be born in a good family, and may I be endowed with a clear intellect, free from pride, and may I have great compassion and devotion to the Guru. May my samaya with generous requirement firm. May bodhichitta, the present and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher.
And as I go, Lord, Jim, the Junji to solve. Lord, and Marabsa, the darkness, in better show.
Offering a bath with scented streams of nectar to the protector Avalokiteshvara, a lamp for watering beings. May all defilements and the two kinds of aspiration of all beings be completely purified, and may there be the auspiciousness for all beings to achieve the stainless tree of Kayas. Exalted Lord, please heed me. I request you to forgive my lack of clarity in meditation, corrupted mantra recitations, and impure activities regarding cleanliness, all of which I've committed while controlled by lethargy and agitation.
Om Bema Sato Samaya Manapalaya Bema Sato Dinova Tijondo Mem Sudakayo Mebava Subachayo Mebava Anuragdo Mebava Sarva Siddhi Mebayanza Sarva Kama Sutta Tadam Chayam Kuro Hong Paha Sadadam Mimama Mimeda Bema Bama Samaya Sadhava Mane Pime Ho Danje Namka Papa Yo Yige Choma Sunjerpe Sane Papi Dute Ye Chuze Rezam Tajaje Layan Chevurtambarju.
In the space before me, the exalted noble one who was born from the 6 syllables, he bathes me with the nectar that flows from his fingers, which purifies the 3 obscurations. The deity then dissolves into my crown. Dedication from Shantideva, The Way of the Bodhisattvas, page 61 in the Blue Book. By all the virtues I have now amassed by composition of this book, which speaks of entry to the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in their minds and bodies have, by virtue of my merit, joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may the present joy not decline, and may the taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of Bodhisattvas' prayers may torrents rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in the infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shalmali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet with fragrant pools, all perfumed with the scents of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose, and waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crushing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stones, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those whose hell is it to fight and wound be turned to lovers offering the flowers. And as, engulfed in fiery Vaitarani, the flesh destroyed, the bones bleached white as kunda flowers, may they, through all my merit strength, have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, they ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly Lord, the frightful vultures and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward they will see the shining form of Vajrapani. Then may the sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava floods of hell extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water, at once, fulfilled in bliss, they ask, how can this be? And thus the densities of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here. For who is it who comes to banish dread, this youth with bound-up gleaming hair, this loving bodhisattva saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house, that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 goddesses who lay their diadems before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion. Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha. And likewise, when through these my roots of virtue they see the joyful clouds let fall their cooling scented water rain, the obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra, may all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stooping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon each other's food, and may the famished spirits have such joy as those who would dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokite's hands, and bathing in it may they be refreshed and cool. And may the blind receive the sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near the time bring forth like Maya Devi free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those parched in thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair and bring them steadfastness and every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchanged and now set free. And may the weak receive the strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go. And may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore and swift reunion with the kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts be tireless and their journey light. May children and the old, the weak, protectless, bewildered in the wild and pathless waste, and those whose minds are dulled, and all who are insane, have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state, and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love. With perfect livelihood and sustenance, may they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth just like the treasure of space, enjoying it according to their wish, without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of Tara, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance. And thus by all the merit I have gained, may every being, leaving none aside, abandon all the evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva's deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas, and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas' children. And may the earth be awesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples may multitudes of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From bird song and the signing of the trees, from shafts of light, and from the sky itself may living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dhamma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offsprings of the same, with clouds of offerings unbounded. May the teachers of the world be worshipped. May kindly spirits bring the rains of time for harvest to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air that feed on flesh be kind, the minds imbued with pity. And let low being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear nor suffer insults, and may the minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat in solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold the pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse away the faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth, wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered, and always be sustained by offerings. With minds suffused with purity, may the renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with Buddha's unimagined bliss, may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the bodhisattvas now fulfill the high intentions for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arahats and Paryattika Buddhas at length attain the perfect happiness. And may I also, through Manjushi's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide sustained by simple ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manju Gosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings may they ripen wholly on myself, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine, only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manju Gosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow.
Tom Jin Jin Bala Sam Zalon Natar Sanje Chom Dende Tene Te Jin She Ba Ra Chom Ba Yang Da Ba Zo Ba San Ri Ba Dan Shab Su Den Ba De War Shi Ban Jik Din Chin Jirwa Kalu Jirwa Lana Mi La Tam Nam Je Tun Ba Chom Den De So Tene Te Yin Shi Pa Te Da Ne Sun Nam Da Ge Jun Tun Gi We Tsa Wa Nam Chu Me Za Wa Su Ba Ta Ge Rab De Jin Son Nam Je Ter Nam Je Je Pe Je Zang Bo Nam Je Te Se Nam Je Me To Je Pa Chu Yo Re Pan Tum Thong Nam Tum Pa Me pa te pe mu pa nam Bhagava Shirab Sirja Manu Top Nam La Zewa Me Pa Sim Chin Tam Che Je Tun Ba San Cho Sen Ba Nam Je Ya Phok Ba Kan Za Nam Je Jar NyungNe Len De Pe Chon Che To Ro Wa Nam Je Te Ishi pa de me pa po pa sam je me cha pa song nam barata yang yin pa ku se ta wen cho me shi pa ku song pa me tu pa ta ki ma gu pa zok ta ki nye war ma gu zok mi pa ta ta man de Dong na ta le nam pa cho wa phung bo na rap de cho wa khe nam ta ke dem na ya jing xi nam dam ba du pa nam xin de jie yong su dong wa ta le nam pa cho si pa le cho wa cho wo le gar wa yi xi yong su zo de pa tam ma zong pa tar ta tar song san je chom din de nam je yi xi la ne NyungNe la ne pa la men ne yang ta pa ni jian ta la ne pa sinh chin tam che la zik sa la yu pa de da ne san ji chom din de nam je ke che yong tin yang ta pa nam so te me tam be chu ne to mar ge par de ge wa ta mar ge Dong zang bo chen zhe zang bo man de pa yong so zo yong so ta pa yong so sang yom den de jie chu le par song ba yang ta pan thong wa ne mi du che pa me pa nye war dun ba dan thong wa la dong yu Khe pa nam je so so rang ge re pa sa chom din de je sung be chun dro wa la lek par tun ba yin par jong Dục pe san chok tun ro a se pa men tun pa me chen du pa tang din pa yu pa jo che pa wo tek pa chen bu gen du ne lek par sho pa rik par sho chong pur sho pa tun pur sho pa tham mo jar ve u su sa sa ve u su chur pa so nam je par je shen yong yong so jong wa chen po jum pe ne so chur kun de yang jin be ne so chur qian bo wo san je yong tin san me cha tam be chu jang san me cha phak pe gen du san me cha san me cha la te zen nam bara me bang san me cha nam da xin de je wa shu om gur ben zan ne ve te a ho Om Sarva Buddha Bodhi Sattva Bayo Manza Nevede Aho Om Karma Deva Mandala Manza Nevede Aho Om Shri Dharma Pala Manza Nevede Aho O Hare Ti Soha O Hare Te Mahabedza Yachana Hara Har Sarva Pamba Makcham Sova O Atra Penda Ashibi Sova Aitun Bala Me Sanjirimbo, Chopala Me Tanchirimbo, Rembala Me Gendurimbo, Chomne Kuncho Somlan Chubombo.
To the precious Buddha, unsurpassed teacher, to the precious sacred Dharma, unsurpassed refuge, to the precious Sangha, unsurpassed guide, we make offerings to the three rare and supreme objects of refuge.
We will return at 1 p.m. Arizona time.